A political spat in Iowa tonight. State Auditor Rob Sand accusing the Department of Education of withholding documents, but the Education Department says he's not asking for them correctly. Maddie Franz joins us in studio to explain what the auditor is looking for and why the Department of Education says it's justified. Good evening, Maddie.
Hey, John. Late this morning, Sand shared his findings from the annual Comprehensive Financial Report. That's a review of the state's money and where it goes. The report includes concerns with the Education Savings Account program because the auditor's office didn't get the documents it requested.
Iowa State Auditor Rob Sand says his office asked several questions about how the Education Savings Account program works. As part of the annual Comprehensive Financial Report, he says his office needs to examine the biggest parts of state government and new programs.
And as you're just getting set up, you're going to have kinks in the program. You're going to have pieces of it that you need to get ironed out.
We can see some of those questions in a letter shared by the Department of Education. Questions about eligibility controls, checking how ESA funds are spent, and how the contractor handling those funds is being paid. The answers are brief, saying everything has the proper checks and balances. But Sand says his office needs proof.
This office has never been refused the ability to examine a program.
The department says it withheld documentation because Sand needs to send an engagement letter requesting that proof outside the annual report. Engagement letters give notice of an audit and lay out the responsibilities of the party being audited. Governor Kim Reynolds says the separate letter is required by law.
We have a disagreement on what we believe that law says, and we believe we're following the law.
However, Sand points out an Iowa Supreme Court opinion saying he doesn't need an engagement letter when auditing the state.
We could see $104 million going out, and that's all they let us see. No evidence of controls, no information as to what they're doing to make sure that that $104 million was spent appropriately and had good protections against waste, fraud, and abuse.
The department also points out Sand's social media statements against the ESA program.
He's been obsessed with the program that he's flat out against, just to score political points. So he's not a nonpartisan auditor, he's a political actor, and he's using his office for political gain.
Now, Sand says his office is staffed with experienced CPAs who are just trying to do their jobs. And Reynolds says Sand would receive the documentation if he files the separate engagement letter. You can read the auditor's findings and the department's response on our website at WQAD.com. John?